Hi, welcome to one more exciting session on must solve questions for IIFT. I'm Hitesh Hariramani and I'm a 99.97 percentiler in CAT Quant. Let us start, guys. Some basic announcements to be made. You can speak with LRDI 100 percentiler Shivam Chandak. It will be a moderated discussion by Shavana ma'am. You may be able to ask your queries, preparation related queries, and you might be able to learn something from Shivam's experience. 100 percentile guys in even a one section or overall is not a joke. So do tune in, guys. We are starting with a new combat game in which you will be competing against each other. The first session is on 10th of January 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. You'll be given ranks, you'll be given scores, you'll be given points, you'll be given very little time to solve problems. You'll be competing with other thousands of aspirants. This is going to be the largest competition, quiz competition. You'll be fighting every 15 days against each other. It will be a battle, guys. So if you are looking for detailed video solutions for good questions, difficult questions, register for this now. You can use my code hari.h for this purpose. Uh, First ranker overall will get 50,000 rupee voucher. Second ranker will get 30,000 rupees voucher. Amazon voucher, that is. Third ranker will get 15,000 rupee voucher. And fourth ranker, 100 prizes will be there such, 1,000 rupees each. We have started numerous batches. We are launching numerous batches. This is the right time to start your preparation. 6th of January, we are launching a batch, score booster batch. This is going to be advanced level batch. 8th January, we are launching absolute weekday morning batch, basic batch. 9th January, also, we are launching a complete weekend batch. These are the educators. You can go through their profiles. These are all plus courses. That means watch a question any number of times, ask a doubt any number of times, repeat session under different mentors. If you plan on purchasing plus subscription, consider using my code hari.h for the purpose. Now, a brief introduction of mine. I'm Hitesh Hariramani. I have been teaching aspirants since 2008. I have been training faculty since 2016. I have worked for Career Forum, IMS I have worked for a year and a half, Takshila I have worked for a year and few months, Time I have worked for 4 years, Genesis I have worked for a year and few months, Career Launcher I have worked for 5 years. These are some of my percentiles over the years. I regularly appear exams, guys. 99.97, 99.96, 99.9 percentile, 99.5. This one I have got 3 times, this one I have got 2 times, and many more such percentiles. These are my overall CAT percentiles. If you do this well in one of the sections and you do fine in other two, you're bound to crack the CAT with big marks, huge marks. So what am I showing you here? Methods that I share in these sessions are the methods I use in these exams. What does it imply? It says if I can do this well, if you learn these methods well, if you apply these methods properly, you are bound to do well in exams. You can follow me on my Unacademy profile, that is unacademy.com hari.h. You can send me questions on my Telegram group, that is hari_Hitesh. Let us start. Let us start and solve some problems here. First question is worth 1.5 minutes. Give it a shot, guys. Give it a shot. I have to refresh the screen a couple of times in between. Answers are expected. I'm live through my laptop and I'm able to access live chat, live feed through my mobile. So if you have any queries, you can simply type and I'll get to see and I'll be able to, I'll try and answer your queries. What does it say? D is the midpoint of side BC of the triangle ABC and AD is perpendicular to AC. So a generic kind of triangle will do A, B, C. We want AD to be perpendicular. See, ADAC, the common point is A. But at this angle is 90, that is what is given to us. Furthermore, this and this are equal because D is the midpoint. So I'm looking for right angle triangles. I'm looking for medians. The line AD is called the median. And whoever has set this paper is expecting that I'll be solving squares, I'll be forming squares. So Pythagoras theorem applies squares, median theorem applies squares. But I am not going to form equations. Observe, hypotenuse I am taking as 5, perpendicular I am taking as 3, base I am taking as 4. For the triangle ADC, I am taking AC as 4, AD as 3 and DC as 5. Because the midpoint, this becomes 5. Now this angle is not 90, otherwise I would have taken 4 here. I do not know what this value is. I am calling it x. Now I am applying something called as median theorem. What is that theorem? Square of adjacent side. This is the adjacent side and this is the adjacent side of the median. Square of these. X square plus 4 square 16 is equal to twice of median square. What is median square? 9. What is the half of the base square? 25. So what is this? This is 34 into 2, 68. 68 minus 16 is 52 is equal to x square. This x square is equal to 52. I'm assuming the side is equal to x square is 52. Let me try and put some values. What does the first one say? AC square. 3 times of AC square. AC I have taken 4. 3 into 16 is equal to 48 is equal to BC square. What is BC? See, BC is 10. Square is 100 minus AB square. What is AB square beta? 52. Does it match? Absolutely. Even if it did not match, it is easier to check digits and values than to actually square these equations. Learn these things. You gave me a right angle triangle. You want me to perform squares on sides. I think of Pythagorean triplets and I think of median theorem because AD is the median. By just finding the side AB, I'm able to solve all of this in under 2 minutes. Let us try one more problem. These are actual IIFT problems, guys. Not a single word has been modified or changed. You again have 1.5 minutes. Give it a shot. Apply whatever shortcuts you can think of, apply whatever equation solving method you can think of. These people say give us an answer. They want answer from you at the earliest. Yes, Arup, you can change 4 and 3. It is independent of that. That is true. I have to refresh the uh, live feed sometimes to see your comments. There might be a delay of minute or so. See here, a boat is traveling 30 kilometers up the stream 44 kilometers down the stream in 10 hours. In 13 hours, it can go 40 kilometers up the stream and 55 kilometers down the stream. The speed of the boat in still water is. So upstream, downstream, as soon as you read, first thing that comes to your mind or anyone's mind is 30 divided by boat minus water, because going upstream. 44 divided by boat plus water, that is 10. 40 divided by boat minus water, that is upstream, and 55 divided by boat plus water, that is downstream, 13 hours. Here I want you guys to learn and understand, because you're dealing with integral values of speeds. It is highly likely that the denominator divides the numerator. So can you tell me a common factor of 44 and 55? I am asking you for a common factor of 44 and 55. Yes, you guessed it right. The common factor is 11. Let me check. If the denominator is 11, this value is 4. This value is 5. I want this value to become 6, because I want addition to be 10. So 30 divided by what is equal to 6? 30 divided by 5 is equal to 6. Now if I put that value here, 5, this becomes 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. It absolutely matches. So I've got my values of b plus w as 11, b minus w as 5. So addition of both gives me 2b is equal to 16, gives me b is equal to 8. Speed of boat is 8. No other method can get you answers this fast. What was the observation here? That I am dealing with integer values. So 44 should be divisible, 55 should be divisible for me to be able to get integers out of it. Learn these things. अगर आप ये भी करते हैं यहाँ पे, even if you had taken 1 upon b minus w is equal to x and 1 upon b plus w is equal to y, that is the second most logical thing you could do here. So you would end up with 30x plus 44y is equal to 10, and you will end up with 40x plus 55y is equal to 13. Solve it linearly and you have your answers ready. But Arup, which part do you want me to repeat? Arup, I think you're logging in, logging out of the session. Let us try this. Let us try this. What does it say? I'll give you 2 minutes. Give it a shot, guys. Give it a shot. Arup, in the first one, all I did was I matched factors. I need to divide 44 by addition of two speeds, and 55 I need to divide by the same number, b plus w. So what common number divides 44 and 55? The common number that divides them is 11. So if b plus w is 11, that is 4 and this is 5. To make it 10, I need 6 more. So 30 should be divided by something to make 6. So 30 divided by 5 is 6. So if I check that value in the second equation, 40 by 5 is 8. 8 plus 5, 13, 6 plus 4, 10. Everything matches beautifully. So b plus w and b minus w, you can simply add and cancel out and get an answer. I'm applying factor theorem. I'm applying concept of factors here. Yeah. Now try this. Now try this. Give it a try. I solved one inverse trigonometric question of this kind yesterday night on the Unacademy platform. So if you are able to access Unacademy platform, under my profile you'll find IIFT must solve questions episode 1. That was a 2-hour session. Some questions are same, some questions are different between that session and this one. Go through that. Now, this says alpha, beta, gamma, delta are angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. Then what is the value of cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, cos delta? See, cyclic quadrilateral can be anything. So angles could be anything. See, I know one cyclic quadrilateral, that is a square. It has all the angles as 90. So if I put all of these as 90, I'm looking at 4 multiplied by cos of 90. Cos of 90 is 0. That is 0 into 4. So 0 is my answer. Let us say I'm not sure of this. I know a cyclic trapezium is a isosceles trapezium. If I take this as 60, this as 120, this as 120, this as 60. So what do I have? I have 2 into cos 60 plus 2 into cos 120. Now beta, what is cos 120? Cos 120 is 90 plus 30. You can think in this manner. That becomes sin 30. That becomes 2 into cos 60. Cos 60 is 1 by 2 plus 2 multiplied by minus sin 30. That is 1 by 2. That is again 0. So I'm able to verify this in two different manners. If you don't want to assume values, but the property of cyclic quadrilateral is a quadrilateral is cyclic if and only if the opposite angles add up to 180. If this is alpha, this is 180 minus alpha, and this is beta, this is 180 minus beta. So basically what I'm dealing with here is cos alpha plus cos 180 minus alpha plus cos beta plus cos 180 minus beta. Please observe, when you have 180 minus, you are in the second quadrant. Second quadrant, cosine is negative. This is a even multiple of 90. That is called a supplementary angle. So this will turn into cos alpha minus cos alpha plus cos beta minus cos beta. So beta, these cancel out and give you 0 always. Always means always. That is the answer. If you are not aware of this property, that is called a rotation of angles, movement of angles between quadrant 1, 2 and 3. X is the session that I am talking to you about on Unacademy platform. I have covered this in detail. I hope this is clear to you guys, everyone. In the last method, we did not have to assume any values. The last method, that is based upon properties of cyclic quadrilaterals. This one, you have again a minute or so. Done it today evening. I have one session for you guys at 6:30. I'm not sure whether it will be a revision session. Admins have told me to guide aspirants on what to do and what not to do in the exam. So if it is a revision session, give me a suggestion. What topic would you like to revise in half an hour? One minute is going on, guys. Solve this problem. All discussions will keep on going. Solve this problem. Believe me, 99% people will go for answer option A. Do you see answer option C and B are identical? That was a mistake in the paper. So you definitely cannot have B and C as the answer. You can have either A or you can have either D as the answer. And 99% Janta will go for answer option A. That might be incorrect. See, whenever you are creating patterns and you want ratios or you want additions or difference of 10th value, 9th value, but whatever pattern works for the first three should work for the other values also. Observe, the first value is 3 ki power 1 by 2. Please learn this. Second value is 3 root over 3 ki power 1 by 2. Please learn this. This is basically 3 into 3 ki power 1 by 2 power 1 by 2. Very elementary stuff. 3 की power 1 by 2. See, when we multiply numbers, powers are added. When you want the third one, please observe what happens. When you want the third one, see, this is root over, root over, root over. So what happens is root overs are multiplied. 3 की power into 3 की power 1 by 2. Or let me write this in this manner. Power 1 by 2, power further 1 by 2. That is 3 की power 1 by 2. This 1 by 2 and this 1 by 2 becomes 3 की power 1 by 4. 1 by 4. This 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 becomes 3 की power 1 by 8. So what do you have? 3 की power 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 8. Your job is done. See, when you divide this and this, the first power gets cancelled when you divide them. So this remains. U2 upon U1 is 3 की power 1 by 4. When you divide second and third, do you see this power and this power as identical? So when you divide them, you here get 3 to the power 1 by 8. So here's your pattern. This value is the power of 2. So if you divide 2 to the power 10 by 2 to the u to the power 9, you will have 3 to the power 1 by 2 to the power 10. 1 by 2 to the power 10, guys. 3 to the power 1 by 1024, which is answer option D. This is where IIFT tricks you. IIFT has a habit of giving complex problems that require understanding as well as calculations. Please observe. When you put root over inside root over inside root over, the powers are 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. So the overall power will always be of the form 3 to the power 1 by 2 to the power n. Always. Basically, the power of 3 is a geometric progression. Is this clear, guys? Good, good, good. Let us try more problems. This is a difficult problem, exceptionally difficult problem. So I'll give you 2 minutes. Give it a try, guys. Give it a try. At least in these 2 minutes, break down the language of the question. Two motorists, Anil and Sunil, are participating two different sport cars, Ferrari and McLaren, on the circular racing track for the car racing tournament to be held next month. Both Anil and Sunil start from the same point on the same circular track. Anil completes one round of the track in 1 minute. Sunil takes 2 minutes to complete a round. While Anil maintains the same speed for all rounds, Sunil halves his speed after every completion of the round. How many times Anil and Sunil will meet between 6th and ninth round of Sunil, 6th and ninth round excluded? Assume that Sunil remains steady throughout each round and changes the speed only after completion of the round. The question is how many times will they meet after 6th and before ninth? So 7th and 8th round, how many times did they meet? Are we trying to find? Do you see answer options are in 260, 347, 382, and none of the above? None of the above. I think is the most troubling part here. Even if you apply some guesswork, none of the above disturbs that. Let me cover one basic concept about circular motion. If there are two people going in circles and the speed ratio of A and B, let us say, are 5 by 2. So when A travels 5 rounds, B travels 3 rounds, they meet 3 times. Language. The difference of the speed ratio is the number of times these people will meet. For this, difference of the speed ratio is the number of times these people will meet. Now, do you see Anil completes in 1 minute, Sunil takes 2 minutes. The time and speed are inverse of each other. So, speed of Anil upon speed of Sunil is 2:1 when round 1 is being completed by Sunil. When round 2 is being completed, listen to the language carefully. Sunil halves the speed. Sunil speed को half कर देगा. तो अगर denominator में half आएगा, can I say the ratio becomes 4 by 1? जब राउंड 3 चल रहा होगा, when the round 3 is going on, तो ये स्पीड को फिर हाफ कर देगा, the ratio becomes 8 by 1. When the round 4 is going on, round 4 for whom? For Sunil, the ratio is 16 by 1. When the round 5 is going on, beta, the ratio is 32 by 1. When the round 6 is going on, ratio is 64 by 1. When the round 7 is going on, the ratio is 128 by 1. When the round 8 is going on, the ratio is 256 by 1. First of all, is this clear so far? अभी तक बेटा आपको क्लियर है क्या ये चीज? स्पीड को हाफ करता जा रहा है सुनील, तो डिनोमिनेटर में हाफ आएगा तो ऊपर डबल होता जाएगा, नीचे हाफ फिर ऊपर डबल, नीचे हाफ फिर ऊपर डबल. सो आई एम एबल टू फाइंड आउट द स्पीड रेशियोज ऑफ दीज. देखो, जब सुनील 1 राउंड करेगा तो अनिल विल ट्रैवल 128 राउंड्स. तो कितने एक्स्ट्रा किए? 127 टाइम्स दे विल मीट. व्हेन सुनील कवर्स 1 राउंड, अनिल ट्रैवल्स 256 राउंड. सो एक्स्ट्रा कितने किए? 255. इतनी बार मिलेंगे. द स्पीड रेशियो गैप इज द टाइम्स दे विल मीट. तो इतने टाइम से मिलेंगे. 12 का 2 कैरिड ओवर 1, 8 कैरिड ओवर नथिंग 3. They will meet 382 times when the round 7 and round 8 is being completed by Sunil. This is an exceptionally difficult problem if you do not have basics of circular clear. Now, why is the speed ratio 2 by 1? They both travel 1 round. For that 1 round, the time was 1 and 2. Speed ratio is inverse of time. तो अनिल का टाइम नीचे 1, सुनील का टाइम ऊपर 2. तो ये राउंड 1 था, सुनील का स्पीड 1 था. जब राउंड 2 आएगा, द रेशियो बिकम्स 4 by 1. राउंड 2 राउंड 1 किसका बेटा? सुनील का. अनिल तो बहुत तेज भाग रहा है. अनिल इज कंप्लीटिंग 256 राउंड्स, 128 राउंड्स. तो हम सुनील के एक एक राउंड पे फोकस कर रहे हैं. बट एज द सॉल्यूशन क्लियर टू यू? ये एडवांस क्वेश्चन है. यू शेयर दिस क्वेश्चन विथ योर फ्रेंड्स, लेट देम स्वेट. लेट अस सी इफ दे आंसर यू correctly for the problem. We have couple of more minutes. I am going to the next problem. ये रहे आपके 1.5 minutes. भाई कब तक आप मूवीज की स्टोरी शेयर करेंगे फ्रेंड से? शेयर दीज प्रॉब्लम्स. LG Electronics finds that it can sell X televisions per week at the price P, where P is equal to 2 bracket 100 minus X by 4. The cost of production of X televisions per week is rupees 120X plus X square by 2. Find its maximum profit per week. हमें profit निकालना है. थोड़ा लैंग्वेज को ब्रेक डाउन करते हैं. प्रॉफिट कैसे निकालते हैं? SP माइनस CP. सुनो अभी. P is the price of every television. How many televisions were sold? This many. So beta, when you multiply x here, what do you have? 2x bracket 100 minus x by 4. This is the selling price of the all televisions produced in 1 week. And the production is given to you. Production for all of them per week is given to you. That is 120x minus x plus x square by 2. That is my CP. So difference between the two is the profit of the week. Please observe there's some pattern going on here. If I multiply this inside, I have 200x. When I multiply this, I have x square upon 2. Please observe. When I subtract, I have 120x minus x square by 2. So this basically brings in 80x minus x square. But listen to the language. There are two ways to solve this: maximum minima, APGP, or quadratic. When you have a negative in front of x square, the graph is downwards, and that is maximized. That is maximized at minus b. This is b minus b by 2a. What is a? 2a minus 1. So beta, when you put x is equal to 40, you have a maxima here. So if I put x is equal to 40, this becomes 3200 and this becomes 1600. So maximum profit the television company LG can look for is 1600. Learn this stuff, kids. Learn this stuff. This was the selling price of one television. This is the number of television. So multiply both is the complete selling price. This is the cost price of the entire week. So number of products are already counted. Subtraction between the both is the profit. Now if you look at this, if you look at the calculation here, I get a quadratic equation with minus x square. Minus x square is downward graph. The highest peak is always at minus b by 2a. So this is my b. B is 80. So minus b is minus 80 by 2a. A is minus 1. So 2a is minus 2. So minus 80 upon minus 2 is 40. Put 40 here, your job is done. So I'll see you guys further in more sessions like this. Have a great day ahead, guys. I'm closing it from my side. Keep posting questions, keep solving questions. If you need help, if you need any help, this is the Telegram group. I'll suggest you to send your questions to Hari _ Hitesh.